Hello everybody, how y'all doing today? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I know I've been getting a little bit later, excuse me, with recording these videos. It's mostly because well, I feel like it. No reason. Way I look at it is at least this way, I'm at least doing something with my hair and so forth instead of seeing me looking like a Wicked Witch of the West. I thought of what I was going to say before I said it. It's like, yeah, I do live out west, don't I? So, hey, what can I say? But yeah, I know uh, I was thinking something, but and now it's escaped me. But that's okay. So anyway, yeah, what I thought I would do today. A little bit congested, a little bit icky in my throat because of a little moisture going through, but I'm actually getting better. I I thought what I would do is I would show you what I was talking about yesterday with the acupressure mat and the pillow. Mine is a little bit beaten up because I took the cover off and tried to wash it because it was so nasty, and it wound up getting torn up in the wash. So I don't recommend doing that. Okay, I'm not gonna show you the mat because it's too big for what I'm the with what I'm working with, but I thought I would show you all at least the pillow. Here it is. Okay. They come in different colors. You don't have to get pink. Okay. I was just looking at them to possibly replace this one, seeing how you can see it tore up pretty good and everything. But it still works, so it's like, hey, actually, I think I don't remember if I mentioned a price tag yesterday. I know when I bought this, it was like $20. Now they're running closer to 30, like the same brand and everything. This one is Pro Source Fit. So, and I bought this 2018 or 2019, I don't remember, so it's about 5 6 years old, something like that, and the fabric on it isn't all that terribly great, but the whole point are these circles here, these little spikes. That's what's important. Okay, and it's those spikes, and they're actually pretty sharp. Okay, so you don't want to lay down on it um, 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 bare skinned. Okay, you want to wear either wear like a thin T-shirt, like these cheap either Hanes or Fruit of the Loom T-shirts. Okay, one something that's kind of on the thin side. Um, I mean, you can go with something that's a little bit thicker until you get used to it or whatever. But I found that my body took to it pretty fast. So yeah. Sorry, I need to catch my breath there for a minute. So yeah, just you'll either want to wear some sort of a t-shirt or something that's kind of thin, or you can take and put a thin cloth, like a thin pillowcase on it. When I first was doing this with my chest, yeah, I'm used to it with my back and my neck. So it's not that big of a deal, but it's also a little bit of a thicker skin back there. But with dealing with this area in here, I know it's very thin skin in through here, so I was like, eh. So initially I was wearing a little bit of a thicker t-shirt, and then I was just like, yeah, I adjusted real fast, and I'm like, no, I want more. So I took a pillowcase, a thin pillowcase, and just put it over it, and it was like, okay, it's not thin enough. So then I wound up putting it into the pillowcase, and it was just like perfect. Okay, so you might have to play around a little bit with thicknesses of fabric or what have you. Initially I was laying down on it on I always lay down on the floor, finding different positions and so forth. If I'm on my back, I'll lay down on my back, and then I'll prop my legs up in a chair, on top of put a pillow on top, and then on top of that, I'll put my legs, and I know I'm having a little difficulties today. That's okay. breathe a minute. Okay. Okay. It's a little smoky today again. But anyway, and of course I just brushed my teeth too, so it's like, okay, I'm a little bit out of breath. I know I get out of breath just brushing my teeth. What a wuss. Oh my goodness. But anyway, so yeah, I when I lay on my back, that's how I usually do, and I'll usually cover myself up, and 'cause I get a little chilled laying down there on the floor, and listen to some meditation music to put the timer on for about 30 to 45 minutes, usually about 45 minutes, and I'm just laying there just and kind of adjust my head every once in a while to get some of these, because it isn't just the C6 and C7 back there, also the muscles at the base of my skull back here, they can get inflamed sometimes from the whiplash that I had. And yeah, I find that when I really start digging these puppies into those areas, it's like, oh, it feels so good. I mean, really letting them dig in there, and it's like, oh, relief. So yeah, I was doing the same thing with laying down on this on my chest. What I did is I took it and basically I have it like right here, and oh, that even felt good. Just doing that a little bit. And that felt really good doing it on the carpeting. Yesterday I decided to lay down on a hard floor instead of carpeted floor, and that really felt good. Yeah. But either way, I'm still thinking I might go ahead and get another another set of these, only because in that way I could take one of them, put it down here, and then put another one across here, because it's like I'm able to get some of up here, but I feel like I need across the shoulder blade there. Yeah, okay. The collarbone, not shoulder blade. Shoulder blade is back there. The collarbone, just right, like right across here. And oh, and then I got this whole. I'll have this whole area right in here. Yeah, I'm getting my breasts in there too a little bit. Thank goodness I don't have silicones and implants. Yeah, I said it. I could just imagine these things. Pop goes the weasel. My apologies for making this a little bit X-rated, or at least R. After all, I do have the settings set for not made for kids, right? There's a reason for that. But anyway, so yeah, I am kind of getting, but to tell you the truth, because unfortunately those muscles extend into those areas too. But it's kind of unavoidable, It isn't like you can just, you know. Okay, I'm embarrassing myself a little bit. So yeah, I figure I would show you guys those. Probably what I would recommend though, if you're going to wash it, I remember what the instructions what I had gotten, and the reason why I threw it in the wash is it said it was supposed to be machine washable, at least at that time. I don't know if their washing instructions have changed since then, but I would probably hand wash it next time, or at least let it just soak or something, or maybe do I don't know. I don't even know if gentle cycle would, because even with the mat came off. Yeah, it is. This is actually the reason why I brought it in here, so that way you can really see those spikes. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, those spikes are just, and they just get in there and they just dig. It feels so good. So if you're dealing with, like chronic back pain or some sort of joint pain somewhere, what have you, could take and adjust and everything. Another thing I was thinking that I could do instead of getting a second set is I could take my mat, roll it up, and maybe try and get that pressure going up here. To see, and it really helped to really get up into here, into the nape of my neck a little bit, because I do deal with a lot of issues there. And last night it was just like, wow. And I was barely able to do 30 minutes. I was really getting irritated. So definitely an improvement from the first day that I did it. It was a little bit, I just wanted to stay on it, and I got real sleepy. Yesterday when I did it, I didn't get sleepy at all, which is great. That's definitely a sign of improvement. And then last night when I was working, I was doing really, really great and everything, breathing really good, and so on and so forth. Um, until I kind of goofed. I've mentioned this before when I'm out working. I like listening to the oldies station. And I do have a streaming service, but I leave that going for Miss Possum. So in that way, it helps with her anxieties while I'm gone. And I have a station that's Native American flute music. I like all different kinds of music, don't get me wrong. But I like to listen to that for like my meditations when I'm doing my readings, and it also helps keep her calm while I'm gone. And there's no commercials too, so she'll usually curl up here on the bed and just fall asleep. I leave my bathrobe here because it's got my scent on it and everything, and she'll curl up on that and just listen to the music and fall right to sleep. So um, no issues there. But yeah, when I'm out and about, I'll usually listen to the oldie station. And it was funny last night when I was in the middle of doing a couple of deliveries. I was actually on my way to go deliver my last one, and all of a sudden the song "Wipeout" comes on, and I am a sucker for drummers. Dated a few, and I always feel like they're the bad boys of music. So of any sort of musical composition, and of course I'm a sucker for bad boys. What can I say? So, but yeah, I've always loved drummers, and of course, I had to with Wipeout coming on. I was like, oh yeah, I got to jam out to this. So there I am, I'm jamming out to it, and so forth, and kind of inflamed things a little bit in my chest. I was like, ah, you fool, you idiot, why'd you do that? Hey, because I want to have a good time, and I wasn't thinking. It was like, oh, dang it. But what was interesting about it is that I felt it contract. I felt the muscles in here contracting, but they were also releasing. So, I wasn't really having difficulties breathing. So, kudos, definitely improvements. Um, and it wasn't very painful either. It was like, yes, we're making improvements. And this morning I did definitely, with my yoga routine, I definitely added a couple of new uh, stretches that kind of targets a little bit more. Definitely with the one I was really feeling it. So um, I'll take it. I'll take it a little bit slow with that one, but it definitely helps stretch it out. And like I said, I'm definitely smelling the smoke and everything. Yeah, I'm a little funky or what have you, but not too bad. It's not too bad. So hopefully, maybe some improvements with what I'm doing. Hopefully, we'll see with the rest of monsoon season with how it goes and so forth. And of course, doing taking my allergy pill and doing the nasal sprays. I'm doing the nasal sprays now twice a day. So it's like, but I've noticed too with doing this little thing here, it also helps to push up any sort of gunk that may be getting settled into here, pushes it up, and then that's when I'm doing the second nasal spray. Is after laying on that for 30 minutes, so it helps to clear things out. But other, I figure this is a good experiment. Keep this going and so forth. So in that way, I can talk to the doctor about that Tuesday morning. So something else to discuss. did some research, as far as, exactly what is involved, with the breathing test and so forth. Um, but yeah, I am working on things, and that's what matters most. Just take it one step at a time. I realize the world wants you to go full speed ahead, and they want you to keep up. But unfortunately, it can't always be the case. And we can also be tempted to want to do that, try and keep up with things, because we're worried about whatever it is, that we might be have our concerns with, financial concerns, egos, reputations, whatever the case may be. We might be wanting to be keeping up with the Joneses, basically. But um, the world needs to learn. This is a good lesson from with both sides, not just with ourselves, with forcing ourselves to slow down, nurture ourselves, practice self-care, take care of ourselves, but also for the world to learn that it needs to slow down for us as well, for people, because I know it can be very tempting on both sides. But you got to look at it this way. How can the world expect us to be able to take care of it if we don't take care of ourselves first? Because let's face it, if we can't take care of ourselves, how can we take care of everybody else if we're gone? Or we're at a point, basically disabled or what have you, and can't work anymore. And we wind up with yet another person on disability that possibly could have done something where they didn't need to be. If the world, if people could just be allowed to maybe take care of things or be taken care of. I realize there are some things where it can't happen, but in some circumstances it could have. So, and I have seen that. So anyway, all right, the lessons for us and everything, especially when it comes to the self-care. It's very important. All right, I'm working on it, and I'm learning it myself. Big time. But one really cool thing too is I've got definitely, with my little project I know I've been mentioning that I won't talk about, I definitely had an inspiration last night with it, and I got my mojo back for it. So that's a definite cool thing. And now I just got to get back to working on it again. This first. The other little bit here and there. But my main priority right now is taking care of this. That's what matters to me most. So, all right. Sorry. Just got done eating too. So anyway, I figure I would let you all see that, let you all know what's going on, share my thoughts and so forth, and I'll talk to you later. A little bit of a shorter one today, All right. Love you all. Talk to y'all soon.